Okay, thanks, Steve. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. Police say two thieves who broke into an Indianola gas station and then trucked across several counties in order to escape are arrested, but only one suspect has been identified. The first suspect is not cooperating with Coahoma County investigators and has yet to be identified. The second suspect is 37-year-old Tory King of Terry, Mississippi. The two men were being chased by police yesterday morning into Coahoma County after a burglary at the USA Murphy gas station in Indianola. Spike sticks were used to bring the vehicle to a stop, but the men ran from the vehicle into a wooded area near Highway 61 and 315. Police and sheriff officers from 10 departments, including the MBI, set a perimeter and used canine units to apprehend the suspects near the Coahoma-Tunica County line. Both men are being held in the Coahoma County Jail. Multiple charges are pending. Meanwhile, in Hattiesburg, investigators at the Mississippi Department of Corrections have arrested a state inmate who escaped and stole a city vehicle. According to our sister station, WJTV in Jackson, 28-year-old Micah Bolton escaped Friday from his work detail in Hattiesburg and allegedly stole a city vehicle of a Hattiesburg van, I should say, and headed west. Bolton was found 2 states over in Beaumont, Texas. He was scheduled to go back to Hattiesburg and continue to serve his 4-year sentence for a George County conviction on delivery of a controlled substance. Bolton likely faces additional charges, including escape from both MDOC and Hattiesburg police. Bolivar County officials say they saved a lot of money buying used patrol vehicles for their sheriff's department. Bolivar County Sheriff Kelvin Williams purchased 5 cars from the Missouri Highway Patrol. By buying used cars, the county saved $77,000. Williams says he's got the idea to buy these used cars after hearing the DeSoto County Sheriff has been doing the same, and the cars were still in good shape. The Missouri Highway Agency removes its patrol vehicles from the road at 55,000 miles. Then other departments are able to purchase the cars for about $16,000 each. The proposed budget this year allowed Bolivar County to spend more than $162,000 on new vehicles. A local casino could be expanding if the city of Greenville agrees to lease out land that a park currently sits on. Trop Casino wants to expand its onshore operations with additional parking and restaurants. But in order to do this, the casino has to build on its existing property. The city and casino are working on a deal in which approximately half of Shelburne Park is leased out to the casino. In turn, Trop would spend up to $150,000 to refurbish the remaining portion of the park. The casino would also continue to pay $4,200,000 a year in rent that it currently pays on the vacant Jubilee side.
The rent we're getting off of the old Jubilee property right now is a substantial percentage, relatively, of our city budget, and this will ensure that that payment will continue. The city will continue to receive those funds.
Lease on the Jubilee side expires in 2019, but under this new agreement, the lease would extend, I should say, 25 years beyond that, with a right to negotiate an additional lease term. The City Council is expected to vote on the proposal during today's meeting. We now know why Governor Phil Bryant declared a state of emergency for 2 districts in Mississippi and has ordered the schools to be taken over by the state. Governor Bryant made this decision for LaFleur and Claiborne County districts. Bryant's order came at the request of the State Board of Education. The state wants to remove superintendents and school boards in both districts and appoint a conservator in each. The board recommended the takeover because the districts did not present clear plans to fix their problems. All of LaFleur County schools have failing grades. Questions of cheating surfaced at one school. The takeover will not affect students' chances of going to college, but it could have a serious impact on athletics. By law, teams and districts taken over by the state may only play half their schedule, and they are not eligible for playoffs. Now, if you're planning to take the GED test, make sure you know of the upcoming changes. Beginning January 2nd, a new version of the GED test will be released. This new version will only be taken on a computer at official testing sites and will be much more difficult than the previous test. The test will be more expensive, with the fee in Mississippi expected to nearly double. According to the American Council on Education, more than 500,000 Mississippians lack a high school diploma or GED. Local programs are still providing assistance with the current GED test, such as the Adult Basic Education Program at Mississippi Delta Community College. And one man is biking across the country, in an effort to spread awareness about the poor family court system in America. Rob Harper began his journey on July 1st when he left Virginia to head west to California to fight for equal custody of his 3-year-old son. When Harper and his wife split up 2 years ago, she took off for California with their son. He says after spending the past couple years doing everything she has asked and helping her financially, the courts will only allow Harper a 3-minute phone call with his son each day. Harper has been sharing his message with newspapers and radio stations along his travel to increase the awareness that our court system needs change. Harper hopes his journey across the country will achieve 2 things.
One, we spread awareness and the federal courts start holding themselves accountable for these. Or 2, we start privatizing mediations and family court hearings so that we can come up with, as parents, the ways to do equal parenting time and to have both parents in a child's life.
In California, he hopes the courts will grant him equal custody so that his son can grow up with both parents. Parents and faculty are pushing back against a plan to bring a Memphis middle school under the control of the state. Teachers are insisting